Hello, second graders. We're going to read another story today. I probably won't read the entire book, probably maybe about half of the book, and then we'll finish the book next time. Fergus and Zeke at the science fair. Fergus and Zeke look a little mischievous, if you ask me. And this is by Kate Messner, illustrated by Heather Ross. Chapter 1, Planting Seeds. Fergus and Zeke love being the class pets in Miss Maxwell's room. Everything the children did, Fergus and Zeke did too. They listened at story time, painted masterpieces in art class, and kept their own special calendar and journal. One day, Miss Maxwell made an announcement. Our school is having a science fair, she said. Everyone will make a project or do an experiment, and in 2 weeks, we will invite the science fair judges and our families to see our work. Cool, said Emma. I'm going to make a model of the solar system. I'm going to do an experiment with plants, said Will. I'll find out how they grow best. I want to do a project with animals, said Lucy, but I'm not sure what my experiment will be. Fergus and Zeke wanted to be in the science fair too, but they weren't sure what to do either. The next day, Will planted bean seeds in little cups of dirt. He gave them each a drink of water. Then he put 1 cup in the middle of the classroom. He put 1 cup by the window. He put a 3rd cup in the coat closet. It is very dark in there, Fergus said. Plants need light. I do not think that plant will grow. Our cage is nice and sunny. We should do a plant experiment too, said Zeke. So he and Fergus buried 3 sunflower seeds. I do not think we are the right scientists for this experiment, Fergus said. Maybe we should do an experiment like Neela's instead. Neela had a big box full of sand. She was studying erosion, learning how soil can be worn away by wind or water. When Neela blew on the sand, it moved across the box. When she poured water on it, the water pushed the sand aside. That's a great idea, Zeke said. You make a pile of wood chips. I will climb to the top of the wheel and pour water on them. Then you can observe and write down what happens. So Fergus piled up the wood chips. Zeke carried their water dish to the very tip top of the wheel. Ready to observe, Zeke called. Ready, Fergus answered. This might be a tricky little accident. Oh dear, Zeke said. I am sorry, Fergus. I observe that you do not have very good aim, Fergus said. He felt soggy and sad. How could they be in the science fair without a project? Chapter 2, Race Through the Maze. The next week, Lucy brought in a flat cardboard box with more cardboard inside. The inside pieces made a twisty path all over the box. Hello, mice. Lucy brought the box to their cage. Look what I made for you. It took me a long time, but doesn't it look great? I am going to train you to run through this maze for the science fair. We only have a few days to practice, so let's get started. Fergus jumped up. Did you hear that, Zeke? We are going to be in the science fair after all. But Zeke was not happy. I want to do an experiment, he said. I do not want to be an experiment. He hid in his mad place so Lucy couldn't see him. Fergus looked around the classroom. All the students were working on their projects. The science fair is in just a few days, Miss Maxwell said. All of your experiments are looking great. Please, Zeke, Fergus called. It might be our only chance to be in the science fair. And you have to admit, that maze looks fun. Zeke poked his head out from his mad place to see. Watch me. Fergus ran to the edge of the cage. Lucy scooped him up and put him in the cardboard maze box. Fergus sniffed and skittered. He hurried through the maze. It wasn't very hard. Lucy did a bouncy cheer for him. Go, 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 Fergus, go. When Fergus got to the end, Lucy said, Good job. She gave him a mouse treat. Come on, Zeke, Fergus called. It's fun. And Lucy gave me a treat at the end. Zeke came out from his mad place, and Lucy put him in the maze. But Zeke did not follow the path. He climbed over the walls to the end and waited for his treat. Lucy picked him up and frowned. She put him back at the beginning. You cheated, she said. You have to follow the path. Not fair, Zeke grumped, but this time he followed the path. Lucy did her bouncy cheer. Go, 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 Zeke, go. And Zeke got a mouse treat at the end. Fergus and Zeke raced through the maze again and again. Lucy cheered and gave them treat after treat. This is a good project, Fergus said, after Lucy put them back in their cage. Yes, Zeke agreed, but I still think we should be the ones doing the experiment. Where would we find animals to train? Fergus said. Are children animals? Zeke asked. I think so, Fergus said. But I hear Miss Maxwell say the same things to them over and over. They seem very hard to train. There's only one way to find out, Zeke said. We will have to do an experiment. We're going to stop there, and we will begin on page 21, chapter 3, next time, Training Lucy. Training Lucy. Now, boys and girls, when we finish this book, Fergus and Zeke, I want to start a chapter book. And I have several choices, and I'd like for you to tell Mr. Nance and Ms. Cooper which book selections you prefer. So I have three choices of chapter book series. And I'm going to tell you about them now. The first choice, they're books about animals, and it's a series. So, for example, this one is Fox in the Frost, Bunnies in the Bathroom, Kittens in the Kitchen. So the entire series, and there are other books besides these three, they're all about animals, okay? The next series, it's all about ponies. They're all chapter books, and they're about ponies. So, A Pony for Keeps, I Want a Pony, and Western Pony. The last series, and also there are many books in this series, they're mystery books about real places around the world. So this one is The Mystery of the Eiffel Tower in Paris, France. This one is The Mystery at the Roman Colosseum in Rome, Italy. And there are many others besides these two. So I want you to think about this, and next time you're with Mr. Nance and Ms. Cooper, I want you to tell them which chapter books you prefer. The mysteries about real places around the world, ponies, lots of different choices, but they're all pony books, chapter books, or the animal books, different types of animals, okay? So those are your three choices: animals, ponies, mysteries about real places. Thanks so much, boys and girls. Remember to tell Mr. Nance and Ms. Cooper your #1 choice. And that's what we'll be reading when we finish our current book. Take care. Have a really good day. And I'll see you next time. Bye.